Welcome to Whose Review Matters Anyway, the podcast where the show notes are made up and the reviews don't matter, just like humanity and all the bullshit that every individual speaks on Earth.
Oh man, you want to
I've
talk
been
about it?
rewatching House, just so you know. Ham remembers House. Mike, did you ever watch House?
I saw a couple episodes. Wasn't there like an episode where a lady swallowed an octopus eggs and it was growing inside her stomach?
I don't know if
Possibly,
that's
I don't know.
actually
Mike used
accurate.
to watch the Spanish version, Casa.
Casa?
on a new site that he's been venturing on. Um,
Mhm.
I've been rewatching House. I don't know why I got in the
Really?
mood to rewatch House. Yeah. Just like I'm still on the first season. I'm only on episode I think 8 or 9. I think at this point. But man, that's such a good show. Just
You
that
know how
good
I
stuff.
used to I caught up with House. You know how?
How?
With Netflix and getting the DVDs sent to me.
I think I remember like watching the last episode, but I never really like from when he was in not the asylum. Was it an asylum? No, it was a rehab.
There
It was a
was one,
rehab
yes,
facility. Well, it was a rehab facility, and then
yes.
there wasn't in there an entire season where it was just all made up.
No. There was a season where he was hallucinating, and he didn't know he was hallucinating the entire season, sort of.
Was it a episode where it was like aliens and shit?
I don't think so. That might have been X Files.
Anyway, it's a good show, and that doctor is everything
Gotcha.
I hope to strive to be when I grow up.
Oh god, I hope not.
He's a sarcastic asshole who believes every single individual lies on the planet, and it's true.
I
That
mean,
that
you kind of are
series,
like that so
that
far.
series still holds relevancy to this day.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Speaking of being relevant, it's been a few weeks, right? What was the last thing we talked about?
Yeah, there's
Oh.
sense.
Oh my god, I forgot you uploaded it. Didn't we talk about? I don't know. We gave it a red card. The Flash.
Oh, that's
Yes,
right.
The Flash.
Yes, the Flash.
I barely remember that conversation, but yes, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then we're at least somewhat caught up because one of the movies we're talking about is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. But I
Yes.
guess to kind of backtrack, we'll probably start with Transformers, Rise of the Beast, because that came out. Didn't that come out before Flash?
It came out.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think it did come out before Flash. We
Yeah.
skipped that one just to review Flash
Well, no, you
because I
skipped
didn't
that
watch
one.
it.
You're the one that
Yeah.
kept us behind because you said that you were gonna watch it and you never did.
I never watched it, but now I did.
And okay, so Transformers will be first, and then we'll go into Indiana Jones.
You guys didn't
Uh,
watch Extraction too?
No!
no, I didn't want to. I didn't really like the first one as much as everyone else did.
Oh,
Did they
Wait,
explain
who's
how he
everyone
transported
else?
you?
I liked it. I gave it the
Yeah,
first
you're
one a
the
red
only
card.
one.
No, I wasn't the only one. There's actually a big following for it.
Well,
Well,
I see that. They made a two, so.
what
Exactly,
all
Dick.
I need to know is, do they explain how he survived?
Also, I don't
They
want to know about the spoiler cameo.
they explain of how he survives, and I think it will even piss you off even more.
Because it was stupid.
It was kind of stupid.
It was all a dream. He was never really there. Okay. All right. Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever watch it. I don't. There's a surprise cameo in there.
Yeah,
Yes,
Like,
I think I know who it is, but I will not say anymore.
I don't know. I didn't
I
even
mean he
follow up on the
shows up in the
marketing for
beginning
that.
of the movie.
Oh, is it the beginning? I assumed it was at the end.
Yeah, no, it's literally towards the beginning of the film.
Is it Shia
Okay.
LaBeouf?
No.
Oh, damn! I don't want to watch it anymore. Then.
Does he have the same initials as I do? As I do?
A A
Well, spoilers, but
F.
No.
I don't. I'm not
no, he
gonna
does
watch it
not.
because I don't care. I don't care enough for that movie. So
Okay, I thought it was Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's
I
all.
think I think I will
Oh
eventually
no.
watch it. I'm just not in any mode. I don't have any motivation to watch it. I didn't really like the first one as much as everyone else in the world did. So
Maybe if I have nothing else to watch.
I mean, I mean, I'm not gonna give my review out because you guys don't
Well,
give a
just give me
fuck.
what card would you give it?
Just
Green, yellow,
yeah,
blue?
just give it the card.
I'll give it a very low yellow, close to a red.
Because I'm pretty sure you gave the first one a green. Because I'm
I give
pretty
the
sure you liked the one a lot. The first one a lot.
I like the first one a lot because it was different and it just felt I don't know it felt good watching it, and I've seen it again and I still like it.
Oh,
This
you
one
watched it
was
again?
yeah, I watched it again to watch the second one again, like a recap, like because that's how much I liked it. And then this one was o- okay, like it's another fucking Netflix film where they throw a lot of money on the actors and the special effects, but they forgot that to write a story, and the story is really fucking bad, real
So
fucking bad,
so definitely worse than the first one.
way worse than the first one.
Wow, then thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so Transformers.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Here we go. Starting with the ratings here. Yeah, I got my homework here. IMDb gives it a 6.5 out of 10.
Ooh.
Mm.
Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 53%.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Now, Ham made some really fancy cocktails that were more than meets the eye, which is why 93% of his Google users liked the movie.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I make my Jello shots very strong and in
Um,
animal shape.
I don't know if anyone was really excited to watch this movie. I only felt like I had to watch it because I think we all agreed that we're already invested so much into the movies because we watched them all already at this point.
Yeah,
Uh,
and we
and
invested our time in the animated series as well too.
that's
Oh
true.
my god, yes.
And then there was the Beast Wars, which is like a 90s, like late 90s, early 2000s classic that I grew up watching, and I was a huge fan of.
Whoa, 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 so did I.
But I already knew going in because they fucked up Hot Rod in the last Transformers movie. They're gonna fuck up Cheetor in this movie, so I had like already like I don't know about this, and why are they all the like, giant sized mechs already when they should technically be like regular sized animals, but whatever. Uh, and I Okay, so this is already going into spoiler territory before we give our cards and whatnot. So spoilers already had. Were there Predacons, Ham, or were there like I don't what was the enemies called?
They were definitely not Predacons because there were no Predacons in the movie.
There is
Um,
no name.
I could have
There
was
is
there
yeah,
no
they were
name.
Ravagers, I think,
They were
right?
just Ravengers. Yeah, they were just Ravengers, like
Yeah.
slaves to Omicron.
okay. Unicron, not Omnicron, Unicron.
Oh,
Get
that's
that
not the COVID.
what?
Oh, never mind.
Covicon.
um
Unicorn at this point.
hey. That's the one thing at least I'll give this movie credit for is the Unicron bit. But anyway, all right. So
What's the
cards all
synopsis?
around and then we'll see what we think about this
But
movie.
read the synopsis.
Oh, there's a synopsis to this thing? Why? Um, I guess so. Optimus Prime and the Autobots take on their biggest challenge yet. When a new threat capable of destroying the entire planet emerges, they must team up with a faction of Transformers known as the Maximals to save Earth.
So they
You
fight
guys
Hitler?
ready? What?
Wrong movie, sorry.
All right. So, Mike, how do you feel about Rise of the Beast? What card are you giving it? Yeah, I figured.
What happened?
Oh, sorry, he was reading the synopsis. Took me back to the movie. A
Oh.
fucking red card. This is. Oh, I was very hesitant for my Becky card, but I'm just gonna keep it a red.
Hmm. All right, Ham.
Um, uh, yeah, red card.
Okay. I'm very interested to hear what drops it automatically down to a red because this
Mm.
is definitely not a green card, but I don't hate this movie.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
you
is it
don't
a
like it?
kids movie?
Shut up.
At this point,
I'm not saying that I can't be talked down to a red, but for now I'm just gonna give it a yellow because here's my initial thing with this movie. It's like the first 10 minutes alone is already vastly superior than the whole entire last movie that we saw. What was it, Last Extinction or whatever with Anthony
yeah.
Hopkins? Oh, that movie is just a piece of shit in the whole entire Transformers series. So this movie, we can't agree that this one was better than the last one.
Sure, maybe.
I didn't bother to watch the other one. I know I saw like 10 or 20 minutes into it, and I just turned it off.
Yeah, but what came out before this?
No,
Directly before this.
oh, Bumblebee.
Was this better than Bumblebee?
I
I
didn't
would
see Bumblebee.
say I would say it's on par, if not it's not
Really?
better. It's not better than Bumblebee. It can't be better than
Okay.
Bumblebee. But I would say it's not worse than Bumblebee. Like, I don't know. Okay, so here's the thing. Number one, I didn't think Pete Davidson would like be funny enough to carry on. Like, I don't know. I just didn't think I would be interested in his like Autobot character.
There's
But I
only
think
one
that was
joke that I
kind of
laughed.
like one of the highlights of the movie. Because I don't know. I actually laughed at some of the stuff he said, and yeah, it
You're
was very
inside
like
me.
jarring of like some of the stuff that like his like interactions with the Autobots and everything was like kind of weird. But it's Pete Davidson. Like, what the hell are you gonna expect out of him? So I don't know. I kind of liked his character a lot. Um, the the Maximals, yeah, they didn't really do a whole lot. They did
They
a lot more.
maximize.
They did a whole lot more than the fucking Dinobots. That's for sure. They actually did shit in a battle, whether they just kept themselves in beast mode or whatever. Because I don't recall Air Razor, Cheetor, or Rhinox to transform at all. I don't think they did.
Yeah, they did it towards the end of the film.
I would argue that they didn't because I know Optimus
They
did, and I know
no, they did. When they were running towards the battle, they Optimus was like,
Yeah, he said
Maximals and
Mars, yeah.
maximize, and Cheetor was like, fuck yeah. Doo, 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 doo. And then
oh, then Gold Card. If that's how if
yeah.
that's how it played out, then Gold Card.
And then
Um,
you don't really see Cheetor at all for the rest of the film, except for Maximo fighting a big scorpion thing and just yeah.
Scorpion
All I
Attack.
know is Sal mentioned it earlier. I'm looking at this, and my number one big concern was you have Cheetor, you have whatever, you have whoever, you have Rhinox. You know who you don't have? Rat Trap. He was
Yeah.
one of the main guys and the funny part of Beast Wars. So you don't have him, you don't have a good Beast shit.
I mean,
And
you had to
nope,
make room. You had to make room for Pete Davidson in the film. So
nope. They could have teamed up somehow, like started, I don't know, doing something funnier, but or funny,
The
but
one thing
nope.
that one of my major concerns, and I don't know if I guess they retconned one of the movies or maybe a couple of the movies because Unicron was supposed to be Earth, right? Isn't that what they ended the last one on? Like that Unicron was planet Earth, that's what they were living on.
I don't know.
oh, that was the third film.
No, that was not the third film.
Wasn't that the third film? Oh no
No.
no 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 no! It was the last one. The Knights or
Yeah, the last extinction. Yeah.
the last. Oh, was it the last? I thought the Age of Extinction was with the Dinobots.
Oh, wait, what was the last one called?
It's called like
Wasn't it Knights? I thought it was something Knights.
yeah, like the Knights
Hero no?
Fallen
Mystic Knights?
Knights.
Like, what are we talking about here?
It's I forgot. It's like some Transformers something Knights like where they were waking.
The
Uh
Last Night?
oh, hold on.
The Black
The
Knight?
first night.
The Last Night. Yes, the Last Night with Mark
Oh, I
Wahlberg.
just made that up. I don't know.
Yeah,
Was that right?
Okay,
yeah.
so that was it then. The Last Night. Yeah, that's the last
Oh
one
my
with
god, that
Anthony
was
Hopkins.
it? I was. Oh my
That's
god.
the one with Anthony Hopkins, and they ended the movie implying that planet Earth was in fact Unicron.
I man, nobody cares, man. Nobody cares.
Pacific
Well,
Rim
okay,
was a
so
good movie.
regardless, like going into this one, my that was my biggest concern was that they were gonna fuck up Unicron. and I will actually be honest and say that I was okay with how they did Unicron in this movie, and I liked how they
Hmm.
like if you watch the 1980s Transformers movie where you had Galvatron speak to Unicron and was like very like telepathically like talking to Galvatron and like enslaving him and like they did it exactly the same way in this movie. So I was very pleased. I was like, okay, you didn't fuck this part up. I'm okay with that. So I guess for me, even though there weren't like a lot of great parts, because it still was like a typical Transformers movie. There's not a whole lot of explosions, but you still had like your robots transform, and you have like these very short battles that you don't really get to see a whole lot of action. They still try to highlight Bumblebee as the main star of the show. It didn't feel anywhere near as pathetic as like the last 4 or 5 Transformers movies that they did. I thought the main guy, the Spanish guy that they had, I don't remember his name, but I thought he did okay.
Isn't it
The
like Diaz or something like that?
maybe I think the professor, the intern, was a little bit annoying at times, but I didn't completely hate her character. I was just okay with the movie. Would I have liked to see more of the Beast, the Maximal? Sure. Would I have liked to see more of like if there were Predacons there? I didn't get Megatron as a big giant T Rex. Whatever. I guess it would have been stupid if they did that anyway. I think it was just okay with this movie. I don't hate it. I walked out of the movie thinking like, oh, it's fine. It's like that's why I was like, Bumblebee's like the kind of the same thing. I walked out of Bumblebee, was like, yeah, it's fine, it's okay. So that's why I stick with my yellow.
Okay. Ham.
Oh, I stopped listening when he compared it to the original Transformer movie. I'm like, no,
The
no.
Unicron part, not the whole fucking movie.
I'm just saying, a good movie versus what we saw. Um, I don't know. It's just why keep watching? Why? So spoilers. I'm not even gonna mention that. I noticed that this actor. I was like, where is he from? He played the son in Hamilton.
Oh
Anybody?
shit! Yeah,
Oh my God,
Yeah,
yeah, he is in Hamilton.
yeah. So I was like, where's this guy from? I know he's I guess he's getting big and bigger. One of Mike before we started talking, he's going to be in that movie too. So yeah, we'll see. I thought he did all right. The him and his brother, it was very fast. I'm like, am I supposed to care that much? Because it doesn't seem like they do. I mean, probably one or two more good scenes, and then maybe I'd care about their bond or relationship. But it was just very fast and very flat. Um, and dumb, I guess. Sorry. Um, I'm sure. No, this is why he's giving it a yellow because they say Sonic and Tails. God damn it. That's why.
oh yeah, there's
That's
that
what.
reference too.
Yeah, yeah. That's okay. No, no wonder you give it a yellow now. That's what I'm saying. I didn't care any of the bots. Like, yes, I thought Pete Davidson did all right. I guess he's the new cameo guy or whatever. He's in everything. Again, the same movie. He's gonna be in that too with the other guys. So, whoa. Um, I didn't care about any of the Autobots or the Rise of the Beast. What did they do? They just, hey, we're gonna
They
fight with you. We're
they woke
rising.
they woke up.
Yeah, yeah, okay. That I'll take it as that. Sure. Um, I don't know. It I don't know if it was fun. Was it fun for anybody?
I mean, I'll get to my part in a bit.
Okay. I don't know if it was fun. Like it was. I don't know. I think it was like a mess, and I couldn't tell you one scene where, oh, he gets his battle suit. Oh, he gets to wear a transformer. Weird. I don't know. Is it okay? Um, I'm gonna blame Sal with all the I
Yeah,
know the
the
Asian market
exosuit though
likes
is kind of a
battle
real thing
suits.
though. The exosuit's actually a
Huh?
legitimate thing.
Yeah, but I don't want that. I don't want it. I didn't like it. Yeah, no, I'm saying though he was helping or could almost match almost some. I'm like, no, I don't believe it. No, no. Oh, now he knows how to do cool moves. No. Um, she was fine. Yes, Professor. I don't know. Professor wannabe archaeologist. Uh, Wait, wasn't she a woman who wants to be an archaeologist and then stole some? Wait a minute.
He was a
Wrong movie again.
woman.
Sorry,
Yeah.
guys. Wrong movie. Wrong movie. Um, yeah, I don't see any saving grace for this movie. Maybe if I were, say, 12, I would love this. And now, this generation, because it's like, oh, cool, they're doing cool things. But no, no. Plus, it was supposed to set in the, what is it, 90s?
Apparently, yeah.
Did that do anything for this movie? Go, cool, it's the 90s. What the beginning part where he's like fixing, getting free cable, right?
Oh, don't forget the beeper.
The beeper, yeah, I don't know.
This is
The only way this
Took it back to
movie,
the 90s.
this is a sequel
huh?
movie.
Correct, 90s. Then what's the next year? We're going back in a circle. Are we remaking 2000s with Shia LaBeouf?
It would be funny if the
Okay, we
next
gotta.
movie has a cameo.
So the only way I would like this movie is if, well, another reason would be that somehow they do the Transformer universe. They bring back Shia LaBeouf, Mark Wahlberg, what's her name? Megan Fox, Haley, whatever Field, and this guy, and they team up somehow. That's the only way I'm gonna ever like the next or ever Transformers again.
I could imagine them, Shia LaBeouf, like just doing a cameo, like in the next like Transformer film or something like that.
I mean, that's what is it? I guess a legacy character now. I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Well, I think Bumblebee
Like South.
retconned everything. Now it's not a Planet Earth thing because I think Bumblebee was supposed to be like a soft reboot of the Transformers franchise.
I believe it. I'm sure maybe it is, or somebody mentioned it, and I don't know. But sure, I don't care. I don't fucking care.
Mm,
But
okay.
big spoiler the at the end the GI
Oh, go
unit
ahead.
that didn't do it for you.
I thought it was funny at one point. I was like, oh, here we go. Oh, if they have a team up with them and them, okay. Do you want to? If you don't, I'll say it. GI Joe, go Joe. If there's a team up with Transformers or Transformers versus GI Joe, yeah, I'm along for the ride. But I wake me up when that happens.
All right, Mike, what do you got to say about this movie?
Um. So my biggest complaint is nothing to do with the human characters at all. Even though I think they suck and they don't do nothing for me. The biggest problem that I have, and number one, is fucking Optimus Prime. I'm so fucking sick and tired of him already, dude. Like, they do the same bullshit with him, and I feel like in this one, he's such a fucking drope. Like, he's just like, oh, I don't trust the humans. Oh, I need to go back home. Oh, I failed you guys. I failed you this. I failed you that. I failed you here. I failed you. I
All
failed you.
right, fair,
You know,
hundred
and you
percent.
have all the way fucking all the way up to the towards the end of the film where he's like, you know what, I must fight for this earth, and then he gets fucking all like 10 times the power to defeat the last boss and shit, even though he got his ass
Yeah,
kicked earlier. You know what I mean? And like Bumblebee, we already knew you were not gonna fucking die. It's
yeah.
so like such a
Yeah.
waste of fucking time to
Oh,
even fight
I
him.
totally forgot about that. That's right. They put him by the magic. Whatever. I'm just gonna say magic rock. We know what it is. Cyber shit. And
Yeah, that whole magic rock.
ta-da!
It's like they're like, hey, wink, wink. Yeah, there's like electric rock stuff, but too bad we don't have enough to power it, right, guys? Wink, 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 wink.
Yeah.
You
Or bring
know,
back the other guy. during
You
this
bring
fight. Like,
yeah, and then if it wasn't for Pete Davidson, honestly, I wouldn't even remember like the Autobots or anything, and even the other ones. Like I don't, they're rememberable at all. Like they don't do anything in the film for me at all. Like like I just cannot believe I'm saying this. This movie was boring. Watching these robots fight was boring. The villain, there was really nothing compelling about them. There was really no threat for me, at least. Like I don't know, like you have this fucking whatever unicorn looking thing, like giant fucking thing up in the sky, like that could eat the world. But I already know you're not gonna fucking do anything because we've been through this situation before. Like how many times have like yes, they're gonna steal. Watch, they're gonna steal the thing, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, one last hope for humanity. How can I? How can I? How can we survive?" Optimus Prime. You know what? I'll sacrifice myself. I'm gonna destroy this thing. And in the end, he didn't even fucking die. It's like, so what was the fucking
hey,
point?
quick
Really? He
question:
could
Was
have
he
fucking shot that
in
thing.
was he in Bumblebee?
Optimus?
Yeah,
No, no, not. I mean, he was in the very beginning when he sent everyone to from Cybertron to Earth, but and I think he showed up at the very, very end. I could be mistaken on that part, but no, it was mostly Bumblebee for that entire
yeah,
movie.
I agree with Mike. I don't think we need Optimus. Like, why do we need Optimus?
I don't know. I think we just need a new fucking leader or some shit. At least like
Yeah,
from Lego Optimus or some shit, or even from like I could understand like Bumblebee. Like you're like everybody loves Bumblebee, but even Bumblebee is not even that entertaining for me anymore. Like they ruined that shit for me. Like I think in my opinion, like the Transformers films are not interesting anymore. Like they're not. Like how do you fuck up a Transformer film? Like they're easy. I mean, they have great fucking stories from all the other anime stuff, cartoons, and you come up with this piece of shit story. And don't even. And I'm sorry, dude, but I'm going to shit on the fucking Maximals. They
yeah,
literally are just in this film just for cash grab. Like, hey, you guys
yes,
Oh
remember
yeah, without a
here
doubt, marketing.
marketing
yes.
for sure? Because what the fuck? What is name one single thing that they did in this film that's like, yo, hell yeah, that's my Maximals right there.
No, nothing.
Um,
It's strictly merchandise. My son wants to wants the Beast Wars. Every time we go to the store, he's like, "Oh, I want this. I want this
tell,
Rhino." Like, oh my, all
tell,
right.
no, tell them you got Beast Wars at home. Do you still have the other ones?
No, I don't.
Ugh,
Hey,
I
I
don't.
gave you that link. They had some cheap ones. You
Like,
done fucked up.
I
what is
know.
what is what is what's the point of like the ape? The what's his name? Maximal Primal, or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
you know, like what is the point of him? He's in the battle. Wouldn't it be fucking a good idea to make him fight the last boss since he killed one of his leaders in his own
Mm,
planet,
I didn't
or
think about
even
that.
fight with Optimus Prime because since this guy is so fucking strong and shit. No, they fucking replaced him, give him fucking Optimus One over here, his full Iron Man suit, and he's evenly matched against this fucking guy, and then Optimus just comes out and just defeats him normally. Like really? Like who fucking thought of that? Like that's
mm,
so fucking bad. And then the whole battlefield, like it's just fucking like there's not like a single moment where I'm like, oh man, how are the Optimus how are the Autobots going to defeat all these, you know, these weird looking robots? There's so many of them. Come on, it's so fucking obvious that they're not the same level whatsoever. And like honestly, that battle didn't really do shit. Like it didn't affect anything except for distract the last villain guy, but not really because he already knew their plan already from the get go. Like
mm.
and then of course like the fucking brother, like with Pete Davidson, hey, you better take care of my brother, man. For real, we're from Brooklyn, baby. It's like fuck off, like fuck you. And there was another thing, and of course, like what was the bird that died? That
Terrorizer.
what was it?
What are you talking about? The Maximal Air Razor?
Yeah, Air Razor. Yeah, Air Razor. Like you already had one significant death apparently with Bumblebee, and then you bring her on to have another significant death, and you're supposed to feel some type of way, but in the end, you're like, you'll be all right. We have four other animal looking beasts that they probably could do a better job, maybe. And in the end, they didn't. Nothing happened. Like they were sad, but it didn't really affect the story. It didn't affect their plan. It probably she would have been in the way anyways, or some shit like that. It doesn't matter. And then of course, like the whole GI Joe shit. Like, sure, like I'll tag along. Let's. You guys want to revamp it again? Sure, go right ahead, Hash Bros. You guys have the license for these, and more likely, you guys have a contract where you have to make these films, or if not, you'll lose the contract for these. I don't know what's. I don't know. They keep on making. They keep on taking out films, fleshing out films, fleshing them out. Just keep on coming, because none of them make funny fucking sense. None of it. None of it. But
I
sure.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you said Hasbro or Hash Bros, but Hash Bros sounds like a good weed company.
Oh, Hasbro. Is it Hasbro's? Hasbro's? Hash
Hasbro, Hasbro,
Browns?
Hasbro,
Oh, Hasbro's.
Hasbro.
Sure, whatever. But they're only good at making toys. I guess they give this fucking license to any fucking director. We're like, hey, we have money. Can we make your film? Can we make a film? Sure,
Do
go
we
right
know
ahead.
what else they made toy wise?
Isn't it like
Hasbro? Oh, they're GI Joe. They're My Little
trans?
Pony.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Shit. I think are they Hot Wheels? No. Oh God. Let me look this up really quick.
Oh man,
'Cause,
I can't wait for that crossover with GI Joe and My Little Pony.
hey man, people will people want it. I
Yeah.
guarantee you.
Have you ever heard of what was it called? Oh, I don't even know what it's
Dungeons and
called.
Dragons, Play-Doh, Nerf, um, Magic the Gathering. So they own quite a bit.
Okay, I could see a movie of Magic the Gathering, like Dungeons and Dragons. Excuse me, guys. Dungeons and Dragons was actually a pretty good film.
Agreed. I'm surprised there's not a Nerf film already or a Play-Doh movie. Like, come on.
I mean, I don't know, but this film didn't do much for me. It's just like, sure, is it worse than the other film that has coming out, the last two with Mark Wahlberg? No, but I don't know. Like, it's just there was nothing for me to give it a yellow card. I almost fell asleep during the whole entire time, and like I don't know. And the humans parts, yeah, I already mentioned they didn't do nothing for me. Like I thought they were fucking annoying. In the middle of a battle, you're gonna scream out, Brooklyn, baby. Sure.
I just think for me that because I hated three, well, I didn't like two as much, and I hated three all the way up to five. And Bumblebee was just okay. I think because I compare it to those stupid shitty ones before that I'm just like it's not as bad as those. Like this movie is an improvement compared to 3, 4, and 5. So that's why I'm just like I'm okay with it. Yeah, I can't disagree with anything you guys said because I think they're very valid. The whole mopey Optimus. We don't need Optimus anymore. We don't need Bumblebee anymore. You could do so many storylines with so many other Autobots, or just have these like one-offs if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with all of that. But I guess I'm in the camp of like I don't expect anything great out of these movies anymore since the second one, and so if anything is like remotely decent, I'm like, that's not bad then. And then that's why I'm just like I didn't hate it. I just didn't hate it. So that's why I just stick with my yellow.
Okay. So we got two reds and one yellow.
Two
I
reds,
love
one
some
yellow.
movies so much that I don't care.
All right, let's see if we can talk about something you do care. I don't think that you will, but we'll see. All right, next movie, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. There was no crystal skull to be seen in this movie, at least far as I saw, so thank God. Um,
I was
but
gonna
there was
say,
Ripley.
better not see Shia LaBeouf.
Okay, so Indiana Jones. This is the what, fifth right? Fifth
Yeah,
movie? Yeah.
fifth.
Fifth, correct.
Oh
You
man.
had Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, Last Crusade, Crystal
Mm.
Skull, and then this one, Dial of Destiny. And then no one ever talks about the series. Like, does everyone just forget that the Adventures of Indiana Jones no didn't exist back then? Like, what happened?
Wait,
Nobody talks about
wait,
it.
there was one.
He
Yeah,
doesn't know.
yeah,
Not
you watch
one,
it all
many.
the time.
Wait, there was
Hmm.
like a series of Harrison
Yeah.
It was
Ford.
it was young Indiana Jones.
Was it animated?
No, it was a
No.
live action movie.
When was this?
Show.
Oh, it was a long time ago, but I could have sworn, Ham, you were a big fan of that show.
Yeah, no, I saw it, yes. But I mean, no one watched it.
It's true. How many seasons did it have? Like two, three?
I don't know, but you can watch it on Disney Plus. Not
Oh, they
fun.
had the series on Disney Plus.
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, I
I
didn't
can be
know that.
wrong, but
I
double
thought it
check
was
on
just the
that.
movies. I thought it was just the movies.
Double check.
Okay, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Let's see here. IMDb gives it a 6.9 out of 10.
Ooh.
Oh,
Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 69%.
Ooh.
oh,
Fandango.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, because we all work for Mr. Fandango. 88%.
Good year. Good year.
And Ham, I got nothing for this one, Ham. I don't know. I don't know if you dug
Uh-oh.
up some old liquor off from a sarcophagus or something and was like, sure, we'll spread this one around. But apparently it was enough for 82% of Google users in this movie.
Don't call it a comeback.
didn't hear, so here.
Mike, do you want me to read the synopsis for this one?
It's
Yes,
up to
please.
you, bro.
Daredevil, jeez,
Daredevil. Oh no.
That
Daredevil archaeologist Indiana Jones races against time to retrieve a legendary dial that can change the course of history. Accompanied by his goddaughter, he soon finds himself squaring off against, I can't pronounce that name, Jurgen Voller, a former Nazi who works for NASA. That's your synopsis. Okay, going into this, Ham and I are for sure Indiana Jones fans. Mike, I can't recall what we discussed with you about Indiana Jones.
I mean, I've I like the first three films. I wouldn't say like I'm a huge fan of them. I do like the Hollywood Studios show a lot.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's really cool. I thought Crystal Skull
Yeah,
was
really cool.
It's not there
um
anymore, though, is it?
no, it's still there.
Should be. I don't see why it
Yeah, it
wouldn't be.
should be. Yeah.
I mean, that theme park is renovating a lot of shit, so that's why
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if
I think
it's
it's still
there
there.
anymore.
I think it's still there
It's a
because
money maker.
I mean I went there last year, so I don't know if
It's been a while, but
it's been a
I've
while.
not
Yeah.
heard any news about it not being
All right,
there.
well, someone should
Um.
fact check that, but anyway.
Yeah, it's still fun. Crystal Skull was very questionable, where I was like, is this really for fans?
I'm I'm still questioning it.
Crystal
Got you.
Skull
Yeah.
should
So I'm
not have
okay.
existed.
I wouldn't say is I'm a hardcore fan like you guys. I'm like a basic fan, I guess.
It's like a super casual.
Yeah, super casual. I think there's like we discussed this, right? Like three levels. There's like the casual. I guess there's like the super casual where I'm at. Then there's like the like fans, and then there's the super fans that get all the trivia shit, right?
I like how you said 3 levels and just
Yeah, I know
said
there was
four.
Oh
wait,
shit, yeah, I
wait, how
can't
many
count.
levels?
I mean, hey, Christmas School happens, so you know.
Oh God. All right. Okay, so let's just get into it. Cards first and then backtracking. Mike, what card are you gonna give the Dial of Destiny?
Man, this film was poking that fucking Becky card real fucking hard with that whip, man. I'm just gonna give it a red card.
Damn. Straight off the bat.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be. I might give up my Becky card. I might.
Ham, was it that bad for you as well?
I'm giving it a green card.
Green.
Yeah.
Whoo.
Really? Wow.
I feel a little better about what I'm considering it, although I'm very much on the borderline here.
Uh-oh.
Um, Ham, you're gonna have some work to do here. I'm gonna give it a yellow, but I could be talked up to a green.
I'm
Like
glad it's that borderline and not the other one.
no, because
Well,
okay, so oh man, all right, where to begin with this movie? Spoilers, of course, people. Spoilers, 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 because we're gonna probably jump around
yeah,
all different parts in this movie. Um, I guess the first thing that I will bring up, the first 20 minutes are fantastic. Like
Yeah.
it is
Yes.
very, very, very classic
yeah.
Indiana Jones. However, my nitpick or gripe with the first 20 minutes is that the whole de-aging CGI does not go well with action scenes.
They don't. You're able to see the difference between of an actual moving person and the aging of like heading the person, and you see like the fade, like it's fading away, and then it comes back on, and it's like very
Yeah, but I still
inconsistent.
think it's the bbest that they've done in recent times with
But
that moving
sure, but
sort of
like I
aspect of it.
want to argue like why because like here's the thing, right? They did it all in the dark, which was obviously like
Uh,
a casting the
yes.
shadow of like we don't want you to really try to see the CGI here. But
I
then
mean, that's with any CGI.
But then they could have like just zoomed out more of the scenes a little bit so that way it wouldn't be as obvious because the way they were so up close with a lot of the action sequences was like I that is like it's like almost if you guys remembered watching it, if you did watch it, Tron, where it was fuck, what was his name, what's the actor in that Tron movie, the last Tron movie, was it Russell Crowe, where he was
No.
No, it was
who's
fuck. I'll search it. I'll fact
The
check it.
other guy from Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah, but okay, so anyway, you know what I'm talking about, right? When we see that,
Yes.
like that is really bad CGI. And that's what it
Kurt
looked like.
Russell.
That's what it looked okay, that's what it looked like
Oh,
though with
definitely did.
Harrison Ford and in those action sequences where when they were up close, it was like, that's very jarring. I don't like it. It's a little too obvious for my taste. And so it was kind of like for me watching that 20 minutes, it was like a little inconsistent because it was like, oh, I don't like that. Okay, now we're back to regular. Ah, I don't like that. And now and again. Oh, okay, now we're back to regular. Like, I don't know. Like the sequence itself, the steps, the move, like the going from one end to the other, the classic punch sounds and all that. It was great. Like that, 10 out of 10, sure. They really this whole movie really tried hard to kind of be like a nostalgia of like here's like the
Yes.
best of Indiana Jones. Um
Sure.
I kind of I don't know how I feel about the throwaway line of like what happens to his son, the main character. I'm like, man, they
Yeah.
really hated what they did with Crystal Skull, so they're like, you know what? He's dead. Yeah,
Fuck this
just
kid.
No, but they used it very well later.
No, they fucking don't.
No, they say, hey, if you had a chance to go back in time, what would you change? And that was one of the things where he's just like, I would tell him not to go, blah, 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 blah.
But that was
So,
such a fucking throwaway thing to say.
like
It's
why
like,
even bring up this well, I guess you had to bring up the son because people would question that, like we know he had a son in Crystal Skull, so I don't know,
hey,
it just
it
felt
was
I don't know how I felt about it really
it
because like I
was
think it
either
was the
that or he
best
shows up. So
but
I'm okay with it.
I think it was the best thing they could have done for the movie.
Yes, there you go.
I like the cameos. I like that we get a couple of characters coming back from the original movies, especially the first guy where he's like, "Give him hell, Jones." Like I'm like, oh, perfect. Um, the scenery is very much like him in what is it, Raiders of the Lost Ark, where he's running through like the alleyways
Hmm.
encountering like all these different like drastic interactions, like these sequences that shouldn't make sense, but you just buy them anyway. Like it's almost like you can't expect hyper realism in this movie because the stuff that they did in the originals was a little silly anyway.
Of
So it's
course.
just kind of like we're like, oh, it's still classic Indiana Jones. Now,
Yeah.
the one thing that I think everyone kind of knew going in, but I was like hoping that they wouldn't cross that line But knowing that we got aliens in Crystal Skull, I was like, they're probably gonna cross this line. Was the whole going back in time thing. Like, yes, the Dial of Destiny gives that away to be like, time traveling, but
Yeah,
then when they actually do it, I'm like, I don't know what we're doing here. But what I did like out of that bit was that there was that consideration of, do we just leave Indiana Jones in the past? And
I
like
thought I thought that might have happened.
that's what I thought was gonna happen too. So I don't know how I feel about the ending. Which is why, like, I'm settling for that yellow, because, like, I almost want to argue that if you just left them in the past and then have this sort of like present time of like you find like a relic or something that honors Indiana Jones, I'm like, oh man, that kind of would have been the cool thing maybe to see. But it is nice that he gets to be back with his wife, and it's the original actress that that brings
Hmm.
back. Like, I don't know, I'm sort of like a mixed bag with that. So,
Fuck
like,
the kid.
bro, fuck the kid. We don't need the kid.
Don't worry, they got a new kid.
But that's it. Oh, that kid, I'm not a big fan of. Like,
Whoa, why? Whoa, because he's
no,
not
he's no,
Asian?
I
he's
was
no
hoping
short
for him to
round.
be
I'm
left behind in
sorry.
the past.
First of all,
Oh,
he didn't say Dr. Jones at all one bit. So
okay.
already, I don't know. He was just more annoying than he was like entertaining or whatever.
Don't worry,
Like,
30 years from now, he'll win an Oscar, alright?
maybe. I don't know. I think there were some things that were glossed over, especially what is it? What's this girl's name? Helena? Is that the goddaughter's name?
Yeah,
Where
Helena.
I think
like
so.
her sort of transformation into like how she was to like now this sort of I'm only in it for the riches kind of thing. But then they were trying to transform her back into like, oh, I'm in it for the history, but they didn't really do a good job doing that. So that
No,
whole character arc, you had something kind of cool here, but you then kind of messed it up. So
don't worry,
that's
you'll
why
get in the next movie.
that's why I'm like, oh, good, there better not be a next one. Like, I'm done. Like, and he said this is his final one anyway, so we're done. We're done. And like, I would like to give it a green because it was like a sort of nice like trip back into the classics, but I can't get over like a couple of like the things I just brought up and be like, is it really that good of a movie? Like, it's not terrible. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's
No,
anywhere near
not at all.
bad. That's why I'm
I
like at
think
the
it's
borderline
terrible.
of like towards the green, but I don't know. I think I'll settle for my yellow unless Ham can really convince me to go up to a green. But whoever wants to take it away next.
Him.
Alright, I mean, I respect the yellow. I mean, I don't feel like I need to convince you, but I do. When you were talking about the beginning part, I did have to laugh a little because I know the CGI where he's running, like the far away running on the train. I was like, oh, that's really bad. That's really bad. I've seen video games do it better, but what that was just a little funny. I just thought it was funny. Um, yeah, the whole beginning scene. I don't see anything wrong with it. Of course, yeah. I still think I think there's only one company that does it that great. Um, that's fine. That's I think Nazis are fine. What else? Hmm. Yeah, no, I think this is just showing Indiana Jones as what he was and then what he has become. I mean, I like the part, he gets a clock at the beginning of the movie. Like, you hear the clock in the beginning of the movie. There's a so
Oh, that's what I
it
thought
was
too. Yeah, I was like, wait, what are we watching here? Because if this is Back to the Future, I'm okay with this too. Like,
yeah. So it was gonna have to do with time travel. It was very apparent, very obvious. Um, was it Helena? What was it?
one of those two.
I thought she was fine. Yes, it was very rushed with her backstory, but I mean, they tried, I guess. Um, the beginning scene of the parade and all that, that was amazing. That was done very well. I done very nice. Um,
But they never did anything with the CIA storyline.
N- I, I wanted to know what was the whole point of the CIA.
I'm still wondering what was the point of that bit.
well, I think it was just them, the Nazis. Well, I guess maybe showing how they had to get help from a Nazi or the Nazis, like in real
But
life,
what do they
to
need
actually
help
send people to the
with?
moon or win a war.
Wait, is
Huh?
that like a real? Is that a real part of the of history? Like, is that a real thing? Like, we actually asked Germany for assistance to some extent.
Well, no, I mean, let's say when we created the, atomic bomb, there was, they hired some people that they shouldn't have. Yeah, I mean, it is real. Rockets. I mean, Russians made rockets first, so they've taken some people and be like, all right, you're gonna help us, and
Okay,
maybe we'll give you some leeway with certain
sure.
things.
I'll buy it, but I think it needs to be a bit more obvious to just the general public.
And who the fuck was
Yeah.
that guy in the with that was a crippled? Like, what was his deal?
What?
The
I don't
the
know if
the
you're allowed to use that word anymore.
the cripple guy, the guy who like broke his leg and shit, and like it seemed like they were protecting him, but they were like, no, fuck you, we're gonna go with this guy instead. Like
I'm not.
the whole
Oh,
bid,
oh, you're right. That was fuck. The captain or like
the captain
yeah,
or
yeah,
like
he was there early on when they were going after him after Dr. Jones in like the library or whatever, the archives.
yeah, like who
I
the fuck
forgot
is
about
that?
him.
Oh, and can
Yeah, I
and are
don't know.
we just gonna fucking? Oh, and can I mention one thing too?
You already have, but go on.
Sure.
Can are we just gonna forget that they killed those two people in the office and then blamed Indy, and then when Indy came back, like he's fine,
Oh, true.
oh, Indy's clear.
I didn't even think about that.
Well, I mean, we didn't have time.
Oh, I forgot. It's a green
We
card.
had
Green
a
card.
dial that could time travel. Don't tell me we didn't have time. You want Becky card?
Green card. Green card. Green card.
Um, yeah, this definitely did have a body count that wasn't really uh talked about after the fact. I mean, like you said, there's a lot of people in the beginning where it's like, oh yeah, they died. Oh well, like the CIA woman, she died. Oh well. Um, so there's a lot of deaths. Like oh well. Antonio Banderas. Oh well. So at least it was consistent. Uh, um, yeah,
It was
all the
consistent
locations
being
they shot.
inconsistent.
The all the locations they shot were done very well. I believe that we were in whatever part they went to. The flashback. So there was the first sort of flashback.
You
The
brought up
second
something.
flash.
You brought up something that when I saw the movie, I was like, What? How?" Like when they were traveling after they dove down for the tablet thing, whatever, and then they left. Right, they escaped out of
Yeah,
like onto the other boat. They traveled. Right, the map shows them that they're already at the other fucking island, and then all of a sudden you get
yeah.
that image of the guy with the binoculars, like, oh, they headed west instead of east. But I'm like, why are you showing that part now when they're already technically already there? Like, how the fuck did you see that far? Like, there was no indication that you caught up because you had to deal with your ship that was like that had a grenade girl go off in the bottom. Like, that didn't make any sense to me. That was like the very like that was one
Yeah,
thing that just like stuck out to me. It was like, this is kind of stupid, but okay.
Green card.
it was a weird cut. I'll give you that much. Um, well, I mean, I think yeah, everything. I don't know why Mike didn't like the kid. I don't know what his name is, but I'm calling him the kid, like in Dick Tracy, the kid.
The
So
kid didn't do fucking shit in this film.
what are you talking about? He
He
killed the
was
big dude,
annoying.
man. You
He
ever
was
kill the big
annoying.
dude?
Yeah, but you know
Wow.
what? He wouldn't have gotten captured if he wasn't so stupid to go get ice cream. Like he stole the kid's wallet and then he goes gets ice cream, then he gets himself caught. Like that's like very like forced. Like that's a very like, oh, I gotta write apparel in here to keep the plot moving. Kid goes out for ice cream. Done. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
it,
All
oh,
right, I did
and
think that
oh,
was dumb
and
though.
by the way, let me cut off a box and pretend that I'm in an airplane, and because of I know how to fly an airplane in a box, I know how to fly an airplane real life while it's fucking storming crazy.
Hey, you have
Dude,
to hold your disbelief in Indiana Jones movies.
oh,
All
and
right.
by the way, a heavy sleeper does not feel the engine turning on and flying in midair and feeling the airplane going up and down, up and down.
Hey, you don't know. He could have been drunk too.
damn, you know what? I think Mike has really solidified my yellow here. Like, I can't go up to a cream because of that whole thread with the kid. The kid ruins the whole thing for me now.
No, it doesn't. He's a kid. Let him eat his ice cream.
Oh,
He
Oh,
will
and I
by the
don't
know.
way,
care
I'm
what
gonna go
you
to
say.
Discovery Cove tomorrow, and hopefully I could find treasure there because it's a tourist area.
I don't care what you say, Ham, but we never got the snakes line. I don't care what you say. We never got the snakes line, and I was pretty pissed about that.
Hey, you know what they reference instead of snakes, so there you go.
Still, I don't care. We still should have gotten it.
Hey, he's too old for this shit. So, uh, yeah, I don't know. I
You
sure
had to
it's
find the green.
it's still Indiana Jones. I liked it. I had fun.
Okay,
Uh,
somebody needed
it
to.
was different locations. Shit happens. Um, and then time travel. So sue me. You know, I'm a little biased for time travel.
All right,
Sue me.
Archimedes, calm down. All right, Mike.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
you already ranted on a couple of things. What else you got for us?
What I pretty much have is that, like, of course, the first 20 minutes, it is entertaining. You know, the CGI shit kind of ruins it, but it's somewhat entertaining. But it doesn't explain of how the fuck that guy survived with a fucking train going 200 miles per hour and a pole hitting in his face,
Yeah.
and he still looks fucking young, and they don't explain that. What else? Harrison Ford. I'm sorry, bro. I love you, Harrison Ford, but watching you run was painful for me. Like him trying to
Which
jog,
part?
like him trying to jog, like him trying, like when the kid got captured, and him running. I was like, I can understand that you got into an airplane accident and you broke your leg, but man, like, do we have to like make him like? Do we have to shoot? Like, do we have to film him trying to run? And it just you could just tell that he can't.
That was
The,
only the one bit though, because
no,
most of the
dude.
time, because I noticed this that most of the time when there was supposed to be a running scene, you don't see him until like they're supposed to come to a stop. Like he just like kind
Oh,
of walks
true.
into he walked into the camera and then he's like pretending like he's out of breath or whatever. There was only that one bit in the parade where he kind of ran or whatever the kid got captured or whatever. That was the only one time that he
Well,
was seen running.
and then of course him climbing up stuff. I mean, he did mention like, "Oh, have you ever? You're half my age." Me, I have like a broken femur. I have broken stuff and broken this and this and this. In the beginning of the film, when the CIA came to grab him, they see this old man climbing up, like he's climbing up super slow, and they're seeing him going around the corner, and then him like knocking down all those bookshelves. I'm just thinking to myself, couldn't you just grab them real quick? Like get the Russian guy to go up there. The Russian guy is already like, like already like 7 foot tall already, like easily. I don't know. Like of course he's already old, and they're trying to make you believe that he still got it. But in the whole entire time, in back of my mind, I'm like, this is just a basic film of like, oh, you can't grab me because the writing said that you cannot grab me. You know, sure, why
The writer
not?
strike going on. Watch it.
Yes, you know. Oh yeah, forgot. Yeah. And then
Well,
of
yeah.
course
What I mean, he's
the
80
two.
years old. Give him a fucking break.
I'm giving him a fucking break, but they're making a film about an 80-year-old person still out there doing adventure stuff and taking punches by a fucking Russian guy and not getting knocked out. But a woman, Helen, could fucking knock him out and he'd be gone for 2 weeks.
No, they were German, not Russian.
Okay, sure. German guy, European motherfucker, same shit. You know
Also,
what?
hold on. Quick question. Somebody was asking me this, so let me ask you guys. Was
What?
the big guy CGI in anywhere?
No.
In the water, maybe.
In the water,
In
yeah.
the water.
Yeah, in the water, but overall he's that fucking big, I believe.
That's what I was saying. Okay, just making sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just
Just
looked back at it.
making
Oh
sure.
no. Yeah.
But yeah, sure. The chase scenes were not impressive. They were it was actually really bad. Like with
Wait,
CGI.
what are you talking about? The one with the? No, I thought it was
But the
good. The
parade, no, dude, like that was really
no, not the
bad.
parade. The car one was really good.
No, the car one that one was kind of boring and just over repetitive.
What?
Yeah, it was over repetitive. It was like, okay, we're gonna turn a corner here, and we're gonna like, go into a little chase scene. They're shooting us from the back, they're shooting us from the front. Okay, let's go to the hallway. Let's go to this alley right over here. Meow, 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 meow. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, and then, oh, hey, again, we're in front of this car again. They're shooting at us. Okay, I'm gonna jump on top of it. Oh my god, how can you do that? Oh my god, oh my god, so scary. She's gonna die, right? She's gonna die. And then she goes back inside the fucking trolley. Oh, there's another alley. Let's go over here. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Oh, it broke down. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I
You
guess we're
described like 90% any car chase ever. All right,
No,
no.
no,
so
I'm
no, 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 no.
describing.
Hold on. Ham. Come on, come on. Let's be objective about this for a little bit, because I see exactly where Mike is coming from. Because I kind of was thinking that too, but the only reason I just like bypassed all of that negativity is because it's fucking Indiana Jones. Like that, like there's some remnants of like what it like. It reminded me of the whole bit in Raiders of the Lost Ark when he's running through like the whole the town or whatever, the thing that they do at the Hollywood Studios thing where they reenact
Oh
that
yeah,
part.
and they
That's
make
that's what
fun
it
of them
reminded me of,
too.
because in Raiders of the Lost Ark it was kind of extended. So I see the repetitiveness that Mike is talking about. I just ignore it because I just accept it as like, yeah, that's just like classic Indiana Jones movies. That's just how it is. I just and Mike is not an Indiana Jones fan like we are, so that's why he sees it
That's the
much
way I see it.
sure.
much
And
harsh
then
than
of
we do.
course, and the repetitiveness of this fucking film is that Indiana Jones, we caught you. How are you going to escape? Oh my god, he escaped somehow. A fucking 80-year-old guy could defeat all these fucking 20 or 30-year-old people. Okay, he escaped, sure, with a person, with Helen and whatever. Okay, they found him again. We capture you this time. We're not going to kill you because we need you for some reason. But even though I figure everything out, but we want to keep you alive because the writing said that we have to keep you alive. But you're going to escape. Okay, you escape. Ah, god damn it. Ah, they gave us a bad clue. We messed them up. They won't know where to go. And guess what? They fucking found you somehow without any GPS or tracker, and they kidnap a fucking retarded kid because he wanted fucking ice cream.
Whoa!
And for some reason they end up in the fucking alley where fucking tourists go through, and but they see this fucking thing on top of the roof where there's a shape of a moon. They're like, oh my god, I think it's gonna be there. You know what, let's go over there. They go inside the little round thing. They get into all these bugs, right? And they go all these bugs.
Mike,
But
I saw the movie. You're good.
no,
You're
no, no,
good.
no, 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 no,
You're
no.
good.
But check this out. Check
You
this
saw.
out.
I
Check this
saw. I
out.
saw it. I saw
But
it.
they go into the room, right? And they're like, "Oh my god, what is that smell?" Helen's fucking dying. Indiana Jones
I
is
thought
like,
the same
"Don't
thing.
breathe the word. Don't breathe the air. Don't breathe the air." But this motherfucker, like, she's dying in the corner,
I
and
just
he's
wondered
fine.
that. I was very confused at that part. I was like,
He's
wait, how is
fine.
she like about to die any second? Indiana Jones is like, well, I think I got time to read a Stephen King novel while I'm here.
So,
Like,
And
what's
he's
so
going
like,
Mike, this is
on?
what happened. You didn't watch Young Indiana Jones. So in the beginning of that, he earns plot armor and escape armor. If you didn't know
"Oh,
that,
that makes sense. You know what? Give me
yes,
gold card. This film deserves
exactly.
every
You didn't
fucking
know
gold card."
he has
You know?
escape armor. All right,
Yeah, exactly. There we go. So
sneak 100,
Sneak 100 got you. So they
escape
go through,
1000.
and Indiana Jones is the only one was like, hey, there's these four random rocks. Let's put them inside the pool, and then a little butthole, little bloop 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 bloop. They go
Yeah,
down the they
displacement
go
of
down the
water.
slide, right? And then
Eureka.
and then check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Going forward, they go into this airplane, going on top of this fucking airplane. They go into the giant asshole of a time zone, going back in time, right? And then they see all these fucking Roman people invading whatever fucking country that is, right? Okay, check this out. These people have fucking great fucking aim, shooting at the fucking Nazi airplane, right? But they're leaving the other airplane fine. They're like, "Oh, that airplane good. Their airplane dragging bad. Let's shoot him." They're shooting him, and then this fucking idiot blonde mustache guy takes out his pistol and he's shooting all of them. He's shooting all of them. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And then he breaks the window, takes off that machine gun, and he's like, ah! It's like, what? Like, nobody's gonna tell him, like, bro, like, this is not gonna help. We don't have enough bullets for them. Like, they're gonna kill us, and plus our airplane is going down. And then you have this stupid fucking girl, Helena. She's in the fucking airplane. And she's like, "Oh, hey, boys, miss me?" She opens the hatch. The fucking airplane opens down, and she's still cracking jokes. And then she almost fucking dies. Like, it's just like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, what is this? Like,
That's an
what?
Indiana Jones movie.
Like, what the fuck is this? And then Indiana Jones, like, oh no, I want to stay here. I want to witness everything. Witness what, motherfucker? You're gonna die. You ain't gonna witness shit. And then Helena just punches him like one time, and then
Yeah, Indiana Jones, because he's a 80-year-old man. He got
80
punched.
year
Yeah.
old 80-year-old man. The chemistry, let me just begin with the chemistry between them is it's not good. Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford, I love you. You're amazing. You're great, but please don't make another film. You're done. You're done. You're
Oh
fucking
damn!
done, my guy. You're done.
You
Helena
probably see him in the new Marvel movie
Helena the
coming out
actress.
soon.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's in the Captain America movie.
Uh,
Oh yeah, isn't he like Thunderbolt?
Well,
Old
he
Thunder.
he's General Ross now because the original actor died, I believe.
yes.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh shit, I
yeah.
didn't know about that. So he's Red Hulk.
Maybe.
Theoretically, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
He's
What
good.
else?
He's not going to be as strong as Indiana Jones, though.
No, of course not. No, of course not. But Indiana Jones could get punched in the face and everything like that. He doesn't get knocked out, but he gets knocked out by Helena. I still cannot get fucking over that. What else? Yeah, fuck that kid. I don't give a shit about him. They should have left.
Whoa!
They should have left him behind. Um, and then also too the Italian guy who was flying the plane, like his whole life fucking changed. But they're not gonna show him.
That's the sequel we need right there.
The sequel,
Uh,
how his life changed completely. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Like, and what was the point? What was the point of the film?
to
Like,
tell you about Indiana Jones.
this guy was going to kill Hitler,
Which
but then
which is why I go back to him when I was bringing up. Like, I feel like they should have just left them back in the past, and that we go to a present time scene where Helena, was inspired again by Indiana Jones to actually go for the history perspective of things, and she uncovers a tomb or something that is an honor to Indiana Jones. I think that would have been much better than what they kind of did here.
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, I could see that happening.
But in the end of the day, like the whole film was for nothing because this guy was going to fuck up the time zone to begin with.
The time zone changed? Oh no.
Or whatever he was going to fucking do. Like he was
Listen,
never going to go back to 1940 or whatever. The
no, but
film the film makes you want to believe like, "Oh my god, he's going to change history. Oh my god, the Nazis are going to win." But Indiana Jones like solved it right there and then. It was like, "Ha, mathematic motherfucker. It's divide shit.
Divine shit.
Divide something. Whatever he fucking said to make him sound smart. He said some shit. Divide shit, mathematic bitch." And
No, it was more of the shifting of the continents or something like that.
shifting a continent or something like that. But
oh
Something
then,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
drift.
all the
Continental
guy,
drift.
Continental drift, yeah, because the fucking tectonic plates and shit, like the
mm,
whole world, the lands move and shit. So
okay,
Yeah,
it's
you
not
didn't
like
know
the
that?
so
same. Their location, the coordinates that he has, wasn't the same spot as it was like currently compared to what it
mm,
was back then.
Right.
Yeah,
But what I got from that was that there's only one time zone that you're able to fucking travel to, and that's the 200 BC.
possibly.
That's the only thing that the film like got me thinking was like, okay, so he was never able to fucking fully understand, and like he just spin that shit. Like he spin that shit with confidence. Like hell yeah, I'm going back to 1939. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna spin the shit out of this thing. And like, okay, we're ready. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Okay, okay, all right, all right. So where are we with your card here? Because I want to make sure that we're, green, yellow, red. Where are we at your
Green,
card?
probably.
Fuck, man. Is there any other films that are coming out this year that might be fucking worse than this?
Oh, okay. Now you're just being too
Absolutely.
harsh. You're just being too harsh.
I'm thinking about
Are
getting
we
ready.
watching Becky too?
Nah, I ain't watching that shit. I thought you already
Oh,
watched it.
No, I didn't want to.
oh, you don't want
Because
to
you know
that.
it's a piece of shit. No, we also no one.
I'm gonna give it a red, and I might revisit this film and give it a Becky that it
Becky, that's
deserves.
fair.
But I'm going to give it a red.
None of us brought up too the fact that he survived a bomb in the first bit of the
Oh my
movie.
god, him
Oh
running
yeah,
into
yeah,
a
yeah.
fucking like yeah.
I mean, he didn't have a fridge to hide in this time, so I don't know how that made sense, but I don't know. I'm still with my yellow.
What the
I
fuck,
like it.
Em?
As
You
much as I enjoyed
motherfucker! You were
Mike's point of view of the movie, I think it. I still like that it's very reminiscent of classic Indiana Jones. So I'm still at a yellow for this movie, and I'm pretty sure Ham is still at his green.
Yep.
I would have enjoyed it more if the aliens came back just to visit Indiana Jones to be like, "Hey, are
Here,
you okay, man?"
here's
All
the
right.
real reason why Ham gives it a green was because of
It's
all the
just
alcohol that he saw present in the movie, the times that Indiana Jones was at a bar and just drinking, when they're out in sea and they were just drinking, that's the real reason.
Mm-hmm.
And that Ham's cousin was in there too.
Yep. Which one?
the
also too. I
captain,
was
the sea captain or whatever.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Yeah, you
also
knew
too.
exactly what I was talking about.
Also too. Everybody was celebrating because of what the people from space were coming down and landing.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck celebrates that?
If it's like the first time or even within the first few times, everybody would. That's a huge fucking monumental moment in history.
I think I would have preferred them going into the moon.
Okay, we're done here. I think we're good. Moving on from there. There you go. Indiana Jones, whole traffic light situation here. Green all the way down to red. I don't know how much of Mike's take you want to I don't know here seriously on, but it's there. That was a good interpretation though, Mike. I will say that was very entertaining.
Oh, thank you. Anytime. You know what I mean. I still don't think Ham defended his green very well. But let's be
I
real.
don't care. It's Indiana Jones, bitch.
You should quote that. Yeah, Jones, bitch.
All right.
Oh, man.
That's pretty much it. Next, what do we got next? What's next? I don't. We were
Mission
talking about
Impossible.
this. Mission Impossible. That's right. I still gotta watch the last two movies, but yes, Mission
Okay, Mission
Impossible.
Impossible.
Oh,
Yeah, two.
what about Joyride?
No, thank you. I'm okay.
Oh my
You
god.
want to go fucking in time zone in that fucking Joyride airplane?
Sure.
All right, Mike. Do the thing you're supposed to do.
All right, guys. You know what? Enough the rant. Follow on social media on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, maybe Tread. What is it? Tread? The
Threads.
new
Threads.
Treads, whatever. I know we don't have a thing open yet, but we might at WRMAcast. Write us an email. Ham will tell you everything about Indiana Jones, bitch. Everything at drunkcop.ateacher@gmail.com.
Short round did say it best. You cheat, Dr. Jones. You cheat.
You cheat.
All right. Without further ado, then, any final words, gentlemen?
Indiana Jones definitely gave me hell.
I beat Cyberpunk 2077.
That game still exists.